It's going to be exciting either way because the cheers are going to be for both Batherson and Sidney Crosby.
And we're underway here in the home of the Halifax Mooseheads of the Quebec Major Junior League, celebrating their 30th anniversary. Artem Zub for Jake Sanderson. Vinny Hinostroza plays that back ahead. New GM Kyle Dubas was not afraid to make changes in the offseason. There was a number of them. As Ryan Shea brings it in for Pittsburgh. Rink wide, he goes to Hinostroza. In, shoots, kicked up Corpusalo. Rebound, and a glove stop there, point blank on Lars Eller.
A quality save, and one of the newcomers for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Lars Eller, is robbed on the back door. And then shot towards the net. The initial rebound off the left pad of Corpusalo. A little skate in front of Chabot as well. And
here's Letang jumping up. Ricard Raquel has that skip away. Poked ahead by Batherson. He finds Stutzla. Tim Stutzla wires in, shoots. And Tristan Jarry turns that away. Hometown of Drew McGinley.
Yes, exactly. Mark Messier,
Troy Murray. Oh, and Jimmy McMahon.
Jeff Sanderson grew up there as well.
In comes Ridley Gregg. Walks right in and shoots, scores! Gregg fires it home to give Ottawa the lead as he snaps it over the shoulder of Jarry.
Little pop play to the middle of the ice, and Gregg's able to skate into that. Now that's a clear-sighted shot. At first glance, I thought that would have been a screen, but you actually see Carlson pivot out of the way. Now Tristan Jarry re-upped with the Pittsburgh Penguins, but he was available at one point for probably a couple seconds in free agency.
Jacob Chipper knocks that around. Here's Carlson. Nifty drop pass to Acciari. Shoots. Corpusalo knocks it down. Nieto plays it on goal, and it's frozen by the Ottawa netminder.
Top-tier players and top-tier people as well.
Erik Karlsson across the line, slides that pass across, and Zahorna had that bounce away. He's sent flying as he collides there with Corpusalo. And Corpusalo got bumped last week in the preseason as well and was slow to get up.
Little deceptive pass there, rolls his wrist. That slides by everybody, including Zahorna. He didn't realize. I don't think he believed that Karlsson was going to get that through 3 different bodies. And he bobbles it. There's a little...
He tries to send that, blocked by Sanderson. Picked up by Kubalik. This pass disrupted by Rust, and now picked up by Graves. Up for Rust, busting in on Rourke Chartier. Chartier tied him up. There's Crosby, shoots, and Corpusalo makes the stop. And Eunice Corpusalo, the least popular man in the building right now.
Sidney Crosby, little give and go. Watch a little spinorama play, slides it through the seam. He's getting lost in coverage. Zub ends up going towards the puck to close on that. And huge, you're right, massive battles, but the respect is there from both of them.
Graves walks in, winds and fires, that's blocked. Lifted up by Giroux. He finds Stutzla on the break. In comes Tim Stutzla. Stopped by Jarry, rebound, Tkachuk scores. Brady Tkachuk slides it by Jarry, and Ottawa takes a 2-0 lead.
And it's Stutzla with speed. Tkachuk runs a little bit of interference, but he does a good job getting to the front of the net. The initial stop by Jarry on Stutzla as he tries to change his angle, slide it, and elevate it.
Tarasenko battles for that. What Ottawa wants is he has more of this 5-on-5 scoring.
Yes.
They were so reliant on the power play last year. Hamonic unloads. Jarry the save. Rebound cleared by Marcus Pettersson. Here's Batherson. Back for Hamonic. Fires again, and Jarry makes the stop. Ottawa last year, second in the league in power play goals. Only Edmonton had more, but he should be. Tkachuk, loose behind the goal. He thought about it. He totally thought about it there.
It rolled off its stick.
No, a chance in front. Stutzla with a chance, and he's turned away by Jarry.
Stutzla looking to the skies as the Michigan right here. A little rolling puck as he thinks about it. Nope.
He wanted to scoop it.
He wanted to scoop it, but he throws it through the seam, and then just an overskated play in front.
Host city of the 03 World Junior Championship as well, along with Sydney back in 2003. Look out. Joseph fell the puck loose in front. Gregg gets it across. That backhand shot stopped by Jarry. In that 03 World Junior, the summer camp was in August of 02. Sidney Crosby came as a guest of Hockey Nova Scotia. Sidney Crosby's lineman. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, Chris Kunitz and Pascal Dupuis made a career at it for many years. Jake Gunsel.
And Chabot touches up, but we got our first penalty of the game. It's going to be a roughing call. I think this is going to Ottawa. Mostly cheering for Pittsburgh.
Now Chabot doesn't feels that he's being held. That's where he gives the forearm shiver.
Crosby chips it ahead. And Malkin. They're going to be so long on this Pittsburgh power play with Letang. Carlson to Crosby. Back for Carlson. Shoots. That was blocked by Matthew Joseph. And now brought up by Stutzla short-handed. He's got Joseph with him. In comes Stutzla. But it's tried that pass ahead. Carlson broke it up. And Letang comes back the other way. 3-on-2 with Malkin and Crosby. But the pass out of the reach of Malkin. Knocks down the clearing attempt from Giroux. Now the centering pass for Russ to roll off his stick. Shabbat steps back on the ice in a moment, and does now, and the puck winds up right in his feet, along with Greg. In comes Thomas Shabbat. Holds, waits, and shoots. Jarry makes the stop and swats away the rebound. Players have gone in there to avoid too many men penalty, but that's not the case. If you go in there, it's still too many. You're not on the players' bench.
Yeah, you got to go to your respective bench, yes.
Crosby feeds that back to Graves, works it and shoots, tipped right on, and Korpisalo makes the stop. Plays that down to Chartier. Chartier tries to center it. Kubalik couldn't reach it. And Pettersson has it back now for Pittsburgh. Past the midway point of the second period. Still 2-0 Ottawa. And Batherson with the steal. Works in. Great move. Kubalik shoots. Point blank with a save made by Jarry. After a game one night and was working on it himself.
Was dealing with it. It's not like the old Buffalo Auditorium where they had the Zamboni guy helping out.
With the foot, yeah. So Tarasенko goes between the legs. That's turned away. He used to just press his foot on a door behind the bench. Up ahead for Rust. Banks it high off the glass, and Korpisalo to wait for it. Shabbat got back. Raquel steps into him. Picked up by Crosby. Centers it. Carlson shoots at the goalpost. Korpisalo might have got a piece of that. As he goes down the ice, icing call against Ottawa. So Korpisalo gives the posted tap, but
and then what a takeaway here by Drake Batherson. Head up the whole way, looking for Kubalik on the back door. Now he gets all of it. Good one-timer and a rolling puck. He tries to go through his legs. Turnover, Raquel strong on the puck. Crosby through the seam. Yeah, Korpisalo gets it with his blocker and it hits Rust.
Carter back for Shea. And here's Carter with it. Poke check by Greg. They're going to call that on Ridley Gregg. And so Pittsburgh will go to the power play with 2:57 to go.
Carter gets the puck. Gregg's going to step in right there. Stick kind of in the hands. Little can opener there. One-hander, but
Pittsburgh's second power play of the game.
It's another opportunity.
Crosby flips that back to Carlson. Crosby. Down to Raquel for Crosby. Raquel will jam play side of the goal. That was blocked by Sanderson. And Raquel put the rebound wide. Back, final minute now of the period. Greg steps back on the ice. No shots for Pittsburgh on that power play either. As Pierre-Olivier Joseph drops that back to Graves to Rust. Up ahead to Eller. Lars Eller winds in. Shoots, and Korpisalo got a quick piece of that. Achari moves out ahead. Nolan Achari pokes it back in front, and Shabbat took it away from Jeff Carter, who was all alone in front. In comes Shabbat. Slides out across, and Batherson with a hard shot. Jarry got the arm on that. Korpisalo swats that away. And here is Crosby being tied up by Shabbat. Crosby works it back, throws it in front. That puck trickled over to Batherson. It really is. The likes of Batherson, Crosby, Graves, Highmore. The others, it's been a big throw. Lead pass for Tarasенko, busting in with Giroux. Tarasенko shoots, Jarry the save, rebound, loose in front, and Carlson range back to take that away from Claude Giroux. Here's Zahorna. He got tied up there by Tkachuk. Then a big hit by Brady Tkachuk. In comes Zahorna, shoots, second chance. And Korpisalo makes a stop. Rebound back in front. Korpisalo, great save there as he took that away from Riley Smith.
Malkin coming in, having a conversation with Brady Tkachuk. Tkachuk had finished his hit on Zahorna, and I think Malkin took exception to that. There's the offering with the rebound, but Zahorna right to Riley Smith. And here's, thought it was over. There's Gino Malkin having a conversation with Tkachuk. And Hamannik goes right over and gets a pop from Malkin.
Shabbat out to center ice to Kubalik. Swings that back to McEwen. And we got too many men on the ice called against Ottawa here.
Needed Jake Sanderson to dive over the boards. But
Someone didn't dive head first into the bench.
Anytime the puck goes over by the bench, there it is.
So the player being replaced hadn't gone off yet. When
the ice helped a lot of the players grow as well.
He's been a top 5 vote getter for the MVP award twice in his career. Finalist once. Malkin feeds that down to Crosby. Back in front to Malkin. Here's Carlson now. Throws it back across the Letang. Olivier Joseph. Hinostroza moves away from Hamonic. Back for Rust. Goes to Joseph, to Rust. Walks it and shoots. Trying to thread that through a couple pairs of skates. He got blocked. And there's Matthew Joseph back the other way on his brother, Pierre-Olivier. Oh, big collision there, and Matthew went right through his brother.
That was a big hit. Gotta love it, though.
There's going to be a conversation after the game about a couple of things that have happened tonight. Hinostroza shoots up high on Corpusalo, makes the save.
Stretched the pass, just didn't get enough on it.
One shot for Pittsburgh on that power play. In comes O'Connor, throws that through the crease. And as Brady Tkachuk waits for it, puck was played with a high stick.
On his new
Brandstrom gets called for a high stick here, and so to Letang. Carlson steps around Stutzla and shoots, and Corpusalo got the tip of his glove on that. Picked up by Stutzla, shorthanded along with Giroux. Claude Giroux took it for Sanderson, in, shoots, Jory makes a stop, point blank on Sanderson, shorthanded. And Crosby had his pass bottled up there by Chartier. Malkin plays it across to Carlson. Carlson looks back across to Crosby. Crosby in front for Letang, goes between the legs for Malkin, bouncing puck loose in front, sent down the ice by Chartier.
Well, that was a wide open net for Evgeny Malkin.
Go in the third period, empty net for
an aggressive pull.
Yeah. Off the draw, here's Crosby with a shot that was blocked by Kubalik. Across to Carlson. Back for Letang. Down to Malkin. Carlson winds and shoots. It got through, but just wide. Raquel back on it. Picked up by Brandstrom. Has time. Banks it off the boards. Crosby back to Carlson. Rossi goes for Letang. Snaps that pass to Crosby. Back to Carlson. A shot. Knocked down in front by Brandstrom. Inside 3 to go here in the third period. Raquel back on it. For Rust. Back to Letang. Shoots. Corpusalo made the save. That might have been tipped by Malkin. Carlson back on it. Out to center ice. Picked up by Tkachuk. And the puck did not cross the line. Kept alive by Carlson. Now picked up by Chartier. And he banks it back down to the Pittsburgh zone. Stutzla racing after Malkin. Gets there and scores. Tim Stutzla beats Malkin to the puck.
Man on the ice. But it's Tim Stutzla that keeps his feet moving, gets inside position, strong on his stick. As Gino Malkin was at the end of a shift and didn't have much left in the tank. The legs were a bit heavy, and it's Stutzla that just slides it into the empty net. The guys playing up to their capabilities, and I like the team they've put together.
Time winds down here. Well, they came to see Sidney Crosby, and they saw Ottawa's young guys go to work. Final shots 40-24. Corpusalo the full game shutout, and Ottawa wins it by a final score of 3-0.
Ты заходи, если что.